Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Nice day, really nice day. I think it's about 38, 39 degrees here in Michigan on it's about 12 noon. Got off early again today, once again. Not getting many hours on this job, but not working that hard, but by us both being there, it's like, like working 8 hours, you know. But anyway, like I say, I can't get many hours on this job because of the way it's set up. They hook it up so that we get out of there. The guys that we're working with, they work another job, so they have no motivation to work any later than they have to. So, but anyway, I didn't make a video yesterday, but yesterday at that job, they had their fire alarm go off. Now, when the fire alarm went off, I evacuated the building because the fire alarm goes off and I'm in a building, and unless I know otherwise, I'm evacuating. I'm getting out of there. And then we'll see if it's a false alarm or not and whatever. Once that's established, then I'll go back in. I'm not getting blown up in no building or crushed by no rubble like them people on 9/11. When the alarm went off, we went out, got outside, went outside, whatever. When I got outside, and as we were walking through the building on our way outside, I could see the production workers standing around looking like they were lost. Like, what do we do? I'm just looking at them. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say nothing to them. I'm thinking to myself, because I could almost read their body language, and their body language was saying, the way they were looking around, like, what do we do? As I'm walking by on my way out the door, they're looking at me like, what do we do? And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I'm like, dumbass, you hit their alarm, evacuate the damn building, So I didn't say nothing to them, I just walked out. I'm like, well, if you're stupid enough to stay there, then that's on you. So they stayed, So anyway, I went on outside and whatever. When I got outside, went to the front of the building, which is usually where everybody gathers when there's a fire alarm. Everybody goes out of the building and congregates in the front of the building so that they can, get a count of who's missing and who's there, whatever, whatnot. Obviously, they don't have any protocol in effect for that situation because the line workers were standing there looking clueless. And but when I got out to the front of the building, I noticed there were all management out there. You can tell management by the way they're dressed, and you can tell production workers by the way they dress and whatever, It's a different attire, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we got out there. Now this don't mean anything, or maybe it means everything. The management just happened to be white. I was the only black person out there, all the black people on the line. Now, there was some white people on the line that stayed inside too. So it wasn't just a purely racial thing. But the thing is, when it came to black people being outside, they had left the building to see what was going on and had gathered in the front of the building. I was the only black person out there, the one and only black person out there, So now inside, the production workers, they were black and white and whatever. So the black and white, the class of people, are gonna die together. That's why I was always saying, race don't mean nothing or whatever. It's class now. If you're management or white collar, you're in you're in a different category as the blue collar people, the people that actually do the work and do the labor and the sweat and whatever. The ones that actually make the money, the ones that actually produce. The management doesn't produce anything. They just crack the whip, So anyway, there were black and white people that stayed inside the building, and they happened to be production workers. But the only ones that were outside were the white people that were in the building or whatever. So maybe there weren't any black management people there. If they had been some black management people, they probably would have been out there too, in their suits and ties. So I think it was just a class thing as opposed to a race thing. But the thing is, that's what happened at the World Trade Center. Those poor bastards that stayed in there, died in there, or they waited till the last minute and didn't leave in time and they were trapped and they had to jump out of windows and everything, whatever. So that tells you something right there. And after seeing that, I'm pretty sure everybody saw that on the news, those people jumping out of windows, and realized that those people stayed in that building and they should have evacuated at the first sign of trouble, but they didn't, and they ended up being trapped in there and they ended up dying in there. And some of the people got out because they went on ahead and left out and got out of there and left the other people there to die. So if you're working on a job and you're willing to hold the line while the others run, you're an idiot. I'm not holding the line for nobody. The only line I'm going to hold is the one at my front door. You come across that threshold, then, God help you, because I won't have any pity for you. But other than that, there's no other line I'm holding. It's really a nice day. There's people out there fishing. They got their little coolers out there and their little picnic table and their chairs and everything. And they're having a ball. I think that's an old folks home there. A older living assisted place or whatever. And they're out here enjoying themselves. That's just how nice the day is. But anyway, it's just something I just noticed on the job. I don't know how long this job is going to last. But I made up my mind. I'd already made up my mind when I came in here Tuesday. I was like, we got 4 days to work. If I get 30 hours, then I'll stick it out and work at this place, as long as I can. But if I get less than 30 hours, now, if you got 4 days to work, if you get 8 hours a day, you'll get 32 hours. So I gave them a leeway of 2 hours. I only wanted 30 hours. But so far, between yesterday and today, I've got a total of, I think, 9 hours. I should have 20 hours, or I should have 16 hours. Only got 9. I got, just over half what I should have. So I can't do that. Well, that's too much of a waste of time. So because of the drive out there, everything. Now, if it was the other job that was close to me, I wouldn't have any problem with it. I'll drive that far for 4 or 5 hours. Getting paid what I'm getting paid. That would work. But not driving that far and everything and whatever. And I'm liking the job, as far as the work is concerned. And the people I'm working with, they're okay. I don't have any problem with them. So, but it's just the drive out there and the fact that I'm not getting 8 hours. I need to make money or whatever. Since I took off for the holiday and didn't work or whatever, and I got a little behind, when it comes to, my money, potential or whatever, what I should have been making. I don't know what's going on here. So I could cut these down. But I wonder if that's cedar. It may be. But anyway, playing catch up. I can't let these people break me. These jobs will play around with your money and, mess around with your hours where you can't get any money. And you'll go broke messing around with it. So, but anyway, you got to find a happy medium. You got to make enough money or make enough hours or both. And it's got to be something that you like. You don't want to go to work stressed out or whatever, because being stressed out on the job, that'll kill you. You're going to end up dead, So You gotta make sure that you balance things out. It's just not worth it, you know. But it's all good. So anyway, I'm just enjoying the nice weather today, since I did get off early. Taking Cole for a walk. He doesn't have his vest on because I'm going to take his vest to the cleaners and have it cleaned, because he done got in mud and stuff with that thing on. And he's got his hair all in it, whatever, because his hair sheds a little bit, I guess from the friction of running around with it on. So I just figured I'd take it to the cleaners and have him clean it, because I don't want to put it in the wash machine. And then he'll be wearing it once they clean it, whatever. So, and it's a warm day, so it's not like he's going to be freezing because he doesn't have it on. So everything's going to work out good. But anyway, other than that, I'm going to finish out the week at this job. These people think that we're going to stay there, and they're training us, and they want us to train the next set of people that come through. And I don't want to train anybody. I don't want to train anybody. I don't want to move up the corporate ladder. If anything, I want to stay right there where I'm at. I like the job itself. It's not bad at all. It's just that I can't get any hours. I can't make any money. I like coming out here and walking through these woods with Cole and having fun or whatever, and exploring through the woods and looking at things and everything. But I can't make any money doing this, So I can't make a living at it, This is just an extra or whatever. I don't mind doing it, but I can't make any money doing it. I'm not making a living doing it. I go to work to make a living. And if I can't make a living, I can't make any money off of it, then there's no point. So I'd rather be doing the tire job than doing this. At least I would get, at least 7 or 8 hours every day, or sometimes 9 hours. So that was pretty much assured, And plus, I can see myself getting fat working at this job, because it's not physical at all. It's all mental. It's just, doing paperwork and inspecting parts and everything. Easy job. Easy. And plus, most of the time, we're sitting down. Now, today we didn't sit down at all. We got there this morning and the parts were already there. And we got some parts for tomorrow. They'll already be there in the morning. So we'll start off working tomorrow. So once we get those parts done, we'll be waiting for the more parts to show up. So if they come, then they come. If they don't, then they don't. But we'll get paid for 4 hours just for showing up no matter what. Look at Cole go. He's going to get his exercise. Go, little buddy, go. But anyway, I'm looking at that other job, the one that's like about 4 miles away from my house. That's the one I want. I don't know what I'll be doing there. They say it's kind of fast-paced, where I can see it being production or whatever. I can do that. It's not heavy lifting or anything, so it's something that I could do. And I'm sure I'll get 8 hours doing that, so that's the way to go, and it pays pretty good too. So I really can't complain. So I'm gonna try and get on that job there. And like I say, by being so close to home, having a job that's close to home is really a precious thing, because if it's bad weather conditions and really snowy and everything, but you want to. But anyway, it's enough about my complaining. So I'm headed back to the truck. We ain't gonna be out here for long. Just wanted Cole to be able to stretch his legs and having some fun. There he goes. But anyway, happy Wednesday, guys, and thanks for watching.